and finally the day has come. And what a day. You know, today happens to be Ganesh ji's first day, where Lord Ganesh is going to come to our places and bless us with the fantastic, you know, blessings, and I'm sure he will take away all the, you know, corona pandemic what we have seen so far. So Jai Ganesh, to start our video first. The first thing first, I want to start my video presentation with this fantastic feature, a vehicle called XUV 300, which is also known as the baby cheetah. Now this is a particular vehicle which has got the best possible mileage, the best possible security, the best built in terms of, you know, third ruggedness. And on top of it, if you go with this vehicle's brand new top version, it comes with 7 airbags altogether, which is the highest ever built in a subcompact SUV segment. So that's number one. Number two, the basic feature, which is again in context of security, is it is always gonna go with the first variant with so-called 4-disc brakes. So these are some of the features which I thought I should let you know just to kickstart a video. And not to forget, it has also got 5-star rating for adults in global NCAP security crash test, and along with 4.7, which happens to be the highest for child protection as well. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. So the first thing first I want to start my video with is the interior of this fantastic car. And if you see the dashboard over here, the dashboard of this particular car is not that, you know, kind of very cheesy looking one. It is a good plastic with a nice fit and finish. So the dashboard, it may not be the best in the segment, but then again, it is not, you know, cheesy as well in terms of the dashboard. Now coming towards the dials of the car. So if you see the MID of this particular car, you know, it's just fantastic. You know, every single aspect of this particular car is mind-boggling. It has outstanding quality, outstanding you know, dashboard, great quality in terms of MID. And whenever you want to buy a car, or let's say a 4-wheel, this is the first thing you normally look into, or you see the overall car featuring capacity. Now overall, if I go and hold the steering you know, wheel of this particular car, you know, it feels premium. It is, you know, nicely wrapped up. You know, it has, you know, unbelievable features with context to XUV 300, which is also known as baby cheetah in the market. Now one of the quick segments which I have for you is known as a function called steering mode. Now this is the button which you have to keep in mind if you talk about steering mode, and there are options like, you know, let's say right now my mode is on comfort. If you could show, it's on comfort mode. I would just do it for you. It's a comfort mode. There you go. And then if you want to change, it becomes normal. And then you have an option called sport mode as well. So this is one of those amazing you know, features which XUV 300 comes loaded with. And if I go with my entire experience of this wonderful car, I can say this is one of the best looking car in SUV segment for sure. Now that's about the dashboard, the MID, and the function. Another important feature, if you see with this particular car, is the build. So the build, if I go, it has got the beige and the black, which gives a nice airy premium feeling about the car. And then the minor things, let's say the gear lever, if you see over here, it has a nice, you know, tectonic feel to it. It feels nice to hold, got, you know, stainless steel wrapped up. And of course it comes with 6 you know, gear options, so that gives a lot of flexibility in the longer run. So that's it about the car. When it comes to comfort, the first thing what I normally, you know, define and talk about comfort in a car is the way this car has got its seating arranged. So if you see my seat over here, it has got nice bolsters. You know, it's not gonna let you go away, let's say when you drive post 100 kph and above, because it is nicely gonna, you know, hug you up like as if you're hugging somebody, you know, from a near and dear family member. So it has well maintained body roll as well. Now moving to the next segment, which you know, people have often talked about, is is this a spacious car or not? So let's understand this is a sub 4-meter compact SUV, but then keeping all those things in mind, Mahindra has done a marvelous job. This is a kind of a car which first of all gives you commanding view. So let's say if you see the front vision from here, everything is visible from the driver's perspective. You know, I can see my bonnet, I can see the entire space, the pillar area of this one and this one. You know, it's nicely built. It will not become any kind of obstacle for you when you talk about overall visibility for us as a driving individual. So that's even premium. Right. The other important segment, which is I've been mentioning a lot, you know, the security. So this car has got the highest rating in global NCAP, and I'm sure you know what is global NCAP. The global NCAP is a sign of a parameter where every car, you know, whosoever has manufactured, if they have to launch, they have to first crash test and check whether it's durable on the highways or not. Now, if you go back and see some of the other cars, you know, maybe let's say I would name them, they are not even safe to run on the highways, and they are indeed selling like hotcakes. So that's there, you know, bit. I'm not going to talk much on that, but then overall, the overall feeling, the cabin of this wonderful car is absolutely outstanding. Right. Great. So we have just talked about the entire feature of this XUV in terms of the interior version. Now, if I have to give you my rating in terms of driving dynamics, for which I'm going to drive this car and let you know the mileage, the overall feel on the steering, acceleration, and of course, you know, this vehicle's overall capacity in terms of boot. So we'll talk about that a little later. But then again, first thing first is we have to first go and check this out. This fantastic brand from Mahindra, which a lot of people have said that can it really set the road on fire? Let's check it out. So everybody, as I had discussed, that I'm going to talk about this XUV 300's overall driving experience, its performance overall, and of course, you know, how this vehicle feels on the highway, its mileage and stuff. So before I start my entire you know, segment of driving dynamics, let me give you a complete feature about what this vehicle is capable of. So this is a 1.2 petrol engine which produces 110 bhp horsepower, and of course it has the class leading 300 Nm torque, which if you go with the subcompact segment, none of the SUVs has ever got till date. So that's even fantastic about the power. I can bet you on paper that if you have this car with you and if you wish to test its torquiness, you can even drag an elephant. It is that powerful in terms of overall power configuration and stuff. Now, so that's a little bit about you know, vehicle's configuration and stability. Let's move on to other section, which is also known as the acceleration, the feel. Now, I really have a happy news for all of you. In case if you are somebody who's looking to buy a great, you know, vehicle with context to, let's say, pulling power or capacity in terms of, you know, having this car on the highway, then I'm telling you, this is a great vehicle. It has, you know, unbelievable acceleration. I mean, the moment you step on the acceleration, it is ready to run. So acceleration in terms of 0 to 100, if I go with the barometer, it may not take more than 11.2 seconds in the real-time situation. Now, a little, you know, difference I have personally felt in terms of driving dynamics is if the engine is under 1500 RPM, which is a petrol engine, you know, you may feel a little lag. It's like, you know, you applied for a pen and a copy in a corporate office, and then they take their own sweet time to process, approve and stuff. Same is the case with this engine. So whenever you are under 1500 RPM, it is not that exciting. But the moment, you know, this turbocharged spool up in the vehicle, it makes a whole lot of a difference. It feels as if you are a horse or you're doing something which, you know, nobody has ever done. You are going to be excited, you feel peppy about the entire stuff, and all in all, the overall, you know, functionality of the car with acceleration, power, you know, the road presence, control of the car, I can tell you, each time you take this car out, then every single moment you're going to have a great smile, because this is a car worth the money and a car which Mahindra is going to build their name in the segment of subcompact SUV. You know, I was truly surprised when I reviewed this entire vehicle for almost 1 year, and I was like, oh my god, is this truly an engine from Mahindra? Because this is the same engine which Mahindra has got, which they have borrowed from Marazzo, which, you know, if you go with the records, it says it has won the Engine of the Year record in the field. So that's a bit about engine configuration and acceleration. Now, the thing which I personally love about XUV 300 is the way you sit. You know, when you sit in this vehicle, you first of all feel you're sitting in a luxury and a posh car. You do not feel like you're sitting in a car which is, let's say, around about 10 lakhs or 11 lakhs. You feel like you're above the segment. Let's say you're under 20 lakhs, 21 lakhs. It is that because the design what Mahindra has given is the beige and the black, and the overall chunky mirrors, and you know, the rear view. And of course, not to forget, if you talk about panic braking, this is the first ever SUV car where the basic variant itself comes with 4 disc brakes. Well, somebody truly said this is indeed a cheetah on the road. So guys, before I sign up, a quick thank you to one and all for this wonderful time and review along with me. And I can tell you, I am a happy owner. I'm an owner who has never ever felt disappointing while buying this wonderful car. So till we meet next time, this is your Amit. You're watching your channel iPhone Bloke, and I would like to say, you take care. Bye bye.